Hey, hello and welcome once again to my YouTube channel. This is Reflex Image. If this is your first time visiting, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and also turn on the notification icon. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. So, to me, the white studio backdrop is one of the easiest studio backdrop to manipulate, to edit and manipulate. I don't just know why, I think it's my favorite. Number one is because there's actually color separation of the subject and the background. So, removing the background is very, very easy. Number two, bringing in another backdrop is very very easy also, unlike the other manipulation we usually do. So now I'll be showing you how I edit the backdrop and also how I actually do some extension to the backdrop and also how I do a little bit of manipulation to the backdrop. So no further ado, let's jump into action. So as you can see, I've already made my basic adjustment here on the picture, my highlighted, my shadow, my white, my contrast, my exposure, also everything has been set. All I just need to do is to open my picture in Photoshop. Then I wait for it. Let's wait for it to load up. So the next thing is that I want my picture to be on portrait mode. I don't like the way it's on landscape, though I shot it on landscape, but I want it to be on portrait mode. So what I do right now is just to go to my crop, make sure it's on 4 by 5 pixel, and I'll make sure it's on portrait mode. Instead of 5 by 4, I'll make sure it's on 4 by 5. So I'll drag it from the top, drag it, you can see. I'm going to adjust it from the middle to whatever area I want it to be. I'll still drag it a little bit, drag it a little bit. Okay, I think around this way is okay. What do you think? I think around this way is okay. So what I just need to do is to do what? Click on my OK. So the next thing we do, as I usually say, go and retouch your picture, retouch your picture. Once you're done, flatten the image back to the background layer. Then you start manipulation. So first thing first, we need to fill this area up with the initial backdrop. So to do that right now, duplicate on your background layer. Then just do what? Pick your polygonal axis tool. Then select inside your subject like this. Select it, select the background, but make sure you're not selecting any blemishes. This is just another way I usually do it. So I'll select it like this. I'll make sure I'm not selecting any part of this. I'll select it like this. All I just need to do right now is to invert my selection by clicking on Ctrl Shift and I. Once I'm done with that, the next thing I'll just do is to right click. Then I'll go to what? I'll go to fill. Under fill, I'm going to click on what? Content aware. If you're using Photoshop 2025, it should be very, very easy for you. You cannot generate that area up. It's going to give you hyper realistic result also. So I'm actually using that, but I don't want to use that here just to show other people that don't have the 2025 Photoshop that they can do it without the AI version also. So let's wait and see what it's going to give to us right now. And boom, it did exactly what I expected to do. It filled the entire area up for us. So Ctrl D to deselect right now. But there are a little bit of blemishes on this side. So we're going to get to that very, very soon. So the next thing we need to do is to separate our subject from the backdrop. To do that right now, don't forget our background layer is still the way it is, and our layer one is what we actually do what we fill this area up. So the reason why I duplicate the layer is that probably to make any mistake, instead of me to go back again, I can just go from that particular layer and redo it. So that's the reason why I duplicate the layer one. So let's merge it back together by clicking on Ctrl Shift and E. So the next thing we need to do right now is to duplicate it back again. This time around, click your quick selection tool, click on select subject, let it select the subject for us, and see what it's going to give to us right now. So let's wait for it and see. It's supposed to do 90% of the job for us. As you can see, it did the selection, but not that perfect. So I'm going to add to the selection myself and finish it up. So make sure you take your time because when it comes to manipulation, background selection is one of the most crucial steps that once you feel it, trust me, you're going to have issue with your manipulation. So as you can see right now, I've done my selection and I think it's not that perfect, but you're going to take it like that. So don't take much of your time. That's why I'm doing it this way. You can see right now. So let's say I'm done with my background, my subject selection. I just have to right click on it. I'll go to feather. That feather, I'll go to 2 pixel and I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to max it. So as you can see, we have it on a separate layer. Turn this back on right now. Then go back to background layer. Click on Ctrl J. Let's name this layer right now. Let's name it modify. So under this modify right now, hold down your control key, then click on your layer one, on the max of your layer one, click on it. That's going to bring back the selection for you instead of you going back and doing the selection from scratch again. Once you're done, just go to filter. Sorry, go to select, another select, go to modify, then click on expand. will be expanding by 8 pixels. Click on OK. So right click on it, go to fill, under fill, make sure it's on content away, click on OK. So what we're trying to achieve right now is we want to fill the entire area where the subject is before with the plain backdrop. The first thing we did is we delete the subject from the backdrop. This time around, we want to delete the background from the subject. Ctrl D to select. You might not know what to just do right now until to turn off your layer one. As you can see, we have our background without our subject on this modify layer. So turn it on back right now. So zoom in very well. So like these blemishes right now, even though we have to blur it out, we can't actually remove everything. So let's remove this manually by going to part 2. So I'll select over here, select it, I'll clean it up a little bit, drag it to a cleaner area, drag it to a cleaner area, drag it to a cleaner area. So that's the way I'm going to clean this area up a little, because I might not be able to clean everything perfectly. So this area also, let me do the same thing here also. So Ctrl D to deselect right now. The next thing you need to do is to duplicate your modify layer by clicking on Ctrl J. So let's name the modify copy now. Let's name it blur, Gaussian blur. So we just need to go to filter. Under filter, I'll go to blur, then we'll click on Gaussian blur. Sorry, we click on Gaussian blur, blur, then Gaussian blur. So I'll be using 200 as my radius. But it's going to blur all the blemishes out. I'll click on my OK. So the moment we blur it out right now, the background is looking very, very smooth, but we have an issue. The shadow that is supposed to retain is no longer there. But that's not an issue. So create a mask on it, then click on your B or your brush. Make sure your brush color is on black. That means this area has to be on white then. So scroll over it, that area where the shadow is before. You're going to do what? It's going to return the shadow back for you. And that way your manipulation is going to look very, very hyper realistic. So the next thing you do right now is to go to your adjustment layer. Under adjustment layer, click on what? Click on hue and saturation. Under the saturation, make sure you're on master. Hue the saturation. Then under the lightness, drag it up a little bit. And boom, we have smoothened our backdrop. Look at what our backdrop looked before we smoothen it, and look at the after. So with this, just color grade your picture and export it. But if you decide to actually bring in a background to blend with it, so let me show you what I'm talking about.
So in case you're interested in getting any of my picture editing file, from my overlays down to my color lookup, which is my lot file, so you just have to scroll down to your video. So under the comment, this is my description. So it's not going to load the description for you. You just have to click on show more, click on it. So it's going to show all the options. Once it does that, just click on my store link. So here's my store link. Once you click on it, it's going to take you directly to my store. So you can actually select any file you want. From the color lookup, this is a light skin LUTs. This is a feather which I use in my recent video. This is 100 premium baby overlays. This is my first video course. This video course entails on how to download all the files I want. The site I use in downloading all my files free of charge, including my Photoshop panels also. This includes my PNG files. This includes all my packs, all my picture editing files, my premium overlay, my PNG, my flying fabrics, my color lookup, my presets. So once you buy this, you've already bought everything apart from this one. So here is my flying fabrics. Here is my, in case you want to give me any project for me to work on. Here's my color lookup. Here is my background overlay, and here is my preset file. So in case you're interested in buying anyone, you can actually go for them. The good news there is that you can actually buy your own currency, any currency of your choice. You can buy with any currency of your choice.
Go to file manager or wherever your file is. Let me see. So let me go to my file. Let me go to my files. Let me go to my files. So I'll be using any background that is relating to my white. So I'll be dragging that in. So you can also use any one you want. So I want to show you how easy it is to use white background, how to manipulate white background by bringing another white background. So let's see if we have to see any white background there. Okay, this is actually a white background, but this is not going to do what I need for me. Okay, this is the one I want to make use of. All I just need to do is to drag it down to my Photoshop. Wait for it to load up, and I'm going to expand it, and I'll drag it to where I want it to be. I want it to be around this way, and boom. Unlike before, we'll be turning to soft light, doing this, doing that. The only thing we just need to do right now is just to create a mask here on it. Then make sure your brush feather is on, your hardness is on 0. So scroll over the down part, scroll over the down part like this. And it's going to do what? It's going to blend in perfectly. Nobody is going to know that this is not the way it actually is. It's going to blend in. Let's try another white backdrop now again and see what I'm talking about. Let's try another white backdrop. Let me go to where my white backdrops are located. Let me go to where my white backdrops are located. I wanted to know what I'm actually talking about using EU and saturation, etc. etc. So let's see. All these backdrops are available for sale in my store. You can just go to my store and make purchase today. They are very, very easy to use and they're going to help you improve your picture editing skills, help you when it comes to picture manipulation also. So let me say I want to make use of this right now. I'll drag it down to my Photoshop. I'm going to expand it. I think I want it to be around this way. So just drag it up to make sure it's fitting in perfectly. I think around this way is okay. I'll click on my OK. All I just need to do again is to do what? Max it. Then pick a brush. Then scroll over the down part where the shadows are before. Zoom it up. And my background is doing what now? It's now looking pink. So some might think this is how the backdrop is. Once I color grade it and I export my picture. Very, very easy as that. So if this video helps, don't forget to drop a like. Someone out there might be in need of this. So see you guys on my next video tutorial. Reflex out.